Hi guys, I'm back today again with another tutorial. I thought I'd do something a little bit different this time. I'm gonna try and recreate something from a magazine that I picked up. It's the Elle Magazine, and I've got it in front of me right here, and it's got Keira Knightley with a kind of very dark brown, so it's kind of like a smoky eye, but it's kind of a very nice kind of lived in smoky eye. So it's really quite nice, with the skin being quite fresh, quite sort of strong but natural brows, and just very kind of fresh lips as well. So I'm going to try and recreate that, so we'll see how that goes. Okay, so in the photo it's a very dark, rich brown that's, you know, all over the eye, and very sort of it's kind of quite dark underneath here as well. It comes down very, very low, and nothing kind of in the waterline. Obviously Kira's a lot paler than me, so I'm going to have to adapt it to kind of suit my eye shape and also, you know, my skin tone as well. So I have done one side already, because I wasn't too sure where it was kind of going, so I thought, well, I'd try and plot out the shape first. And it does look a little bit scary at the moment, because I don't have my base on as well. So let's get on and do the other eye. Okay, so the kind of shape that this look has is it's very kind of, it's not really that messy, to be honest with you, but I had to kind of try and adapt it to, you know, my eye shape and my brows as well. My brows, as you can see, are quite sparse. Her brows are very thick and sort of rounded at this point here, so that automatically obviously changes the look as well. So I've had to fill in my brows on this side and kind of try and give it a more rounded shape, but I don't think it's working. So I'll just try and do the other eye. I'll kind of see where it goes anyway. It might look okay. Okay, so I'm working from one of my kind of to-go palettes, and excuse the state of the broken one there, but that's basically Handwritten, that's Embark, and that's Brun there. And I'm just mixing the two brands together, the three brands together, just to get a kind of nice dark chocolate shade. I don't know if it's picking up on camera, but in real life it does actually look quite nice and kind of very chocolatey. It's probably not picking up on camera anyway. But the first thing I did was, because at the lash, sort of at the base of the eye, it looks very kind of dark. So the first thing I did was to just pop a little bit of matte black track Fluidline, just kind of at the base of the lashes, just to make sure that when I put the shadows on top of it, there wasn't any kind of skin showing through. So I'm applying that with a, I think this is the Creme brush, C170-10, this one is. And I'm just going to pop that onto this eye now. I did put a little bit of Urban Decay Primer Potion just on the top as well. Sorry, just all over the eye, just to kind of act as the first base as such. You could use anything, you could use a matte paint pot or whatever primer you have really. But I'm just doing this just to kind of give the brown just a little bit more of a base to work against. And then I took a little bit underneath as well. Okay, taking a 239. This one is dirty, obviously, because I've already done one eye. But yeah, just take a 239, sort of a flat shaded brush, and go into whatever shadows you're going to be using. So if you're going to be using, you know, the dark brown shadows, then pop that onto the 239 brush, and then you want to kind of apply it onto the eyelid there. I'm just going to take it to the eyelid first, and then we're going to kind of map out the shape. So all I'm doing literally is just mixing the colours, so I'm just taking a little bit from here, a little bit from there, just all on the same brush, and then just going to apply it. and just going underneath again, just using the tip of the brush this time, just take it underneath. Now she does come quite sort of low down. If you're not obviously happy doing it as low down, then just you know, stop where you feel comfortable, stop where you think it's most suited to your eye. And you can take it further down than you might like, and then you can always clean it up with a wipe or just a cotton bud. So, and you never know, you might kind of like it, it might sort of suit your eye, but it obviously depends on how you wear your makeup and whether you're comfortable sort of taking it quite down. Okay, I'm going to sort of take it to about there, and then what I'm going to do is now start to kind of map out the shape that she's got going on. 266 brush, which is a kind of angled brush, and I'm just going to sort of start to map out the shape now. So you kind of look for your natural kind of contours. So mine sort of is here, I don't know whether you can see this, mine is kind of here. I can see that kind of naturally sort of, there's a groove there, and I'm just literally just following it there. From the photo she's sort of looking down, and the shadow comes kind of quite high up here, and then kind of cuts off here like that. So kind of angles off as well at the same time, so it's sort of angling that way. Because I just kind of want to bring it into the nose here. So what I'm doing now is just using the tip of the angled brush just to kind of bring it in a bit. I'm just going to turn the brush the other way. Hard to kind of copy and recreate her look on you, because obviously you're going to have different eye shapes. So don't get too hung up about really creating the right shape. I think, you know, the overall look is there, but you really need to adapt it to your own eye shape. And obviously, you know, if you have lesser lid space, then obviously, you know, keep it kind of quite, you know, a little bit lower down really. Okay, I'm just gonna fill all this section in now. I'm using the same colours that I mentioned before, so I'm using a bit of Handwritten, a little bit of Embark and Brun, just kind of all mixed together, and then I'm just going to apply it in there. So I'm literally just filling it in. And just take the 217 underneath as well. Just kind of work on it all at the same time. I don't sort of, if you're comfortable with it obviously. What I also did on this side was just to pop a little bit of orange just sort of in between this part here and this part, so it's just kind of in the kind of line between the two colours as such. So the orange that I used was Brick from MAC. That's that colour there. And this is just to kind of warm it up so that it doesn't look so harsh on the skin. What I did was took a little bit of satin taupe, because I didn't want to put such a frosty colour just in the eye there, because that can kind of look a little bit ashy sometimes. So I just thought I'd just try something a little bit more sort of which had a kind of brown undertone to it. That satin taupe there, it had a kind of brown undertone to it, so I thought that it wouldn't be so bad if I tried that, and then popped another lighter colour on top. And then I came back to this, which is my favourite highlighter colour, and it's from the Hello Kitty palette, and it's called Creme Royale. That's a Velux pearl. I used a spiked brow pencil from MAC. Now her brows are really nice and thick, and she really hardly needs any work done to her brows. Mine, however, are very sparse, and any attempts at growing them fail miserably, so I've given up. So all I'm looking to do is just kind of make them slightly thicker and sort of try and keep them as natural as possible, or as natural as my brows can look. Okay, just need to curl the lashes now. The mascara that I'm using is the MAC Opulash. From the photograph it looks like she's got kind of like a medium coverage foundation on. Obviously the photo has been photoshopped. So we're going to go for something that gives me a little bit of you know, a bit of a medium to full coverage. She's got kind of peachy cheeks, almost peachy lips really, and she's got highlighter kind of coming down there, so it's kind of a kind of luminous kind of look to it. So I'm just going to pop on a little bit of this Atelier foundation, and this is the one in tan, which is number 7. A little bit of concealer. I'm using MAC's Studio Finish in NW40, and I'm Makeup Forever HD high definition blush, and this one is in number 12 and the colour is Mandarin. It's a nice kind of peachy kind of corally shade, and literally you just need a little bit. I find the best way to apply this blush is kind of just with the fingers. It just kind of seems to disperse the colour a little bit better. So I'm just going to kind of just apply it as I would a kind of normal blush. I'm just taking it a little bit up. Clinique highlighter. It's a liquid illuminator in peach. I'm just literally just going to take the tiniest amount. Okay, her lips are kind of very kind of bare, and I can't obviously replicate that look on myself because it wouldn't look right. It would just look a bit ashen and a bit odd. So I just mixed 2 lip glosses together, and I've got Revlon Beyond Natural Cream Lip Gloss, and it's in Rose, and this one is My Face from My Face Cosmetics, and it says Lip Pop 335, which is this lovely colour here. And I just mixed the 2 colours together just to give me a little bit of a more natural sort of shade from my skin tone. Okay, I am just going to powder in a few areas, just down the T-zone, because I want to keep that kind of luminosity to the skin. I'm going to use Sleek Luminous powder in LP02. Okay, that's the finished look. Her hair is obviously a lot shorter than mine, and it's kind of a very dark brown, so it looks very nice. Mine is a little bit longer than hers, but I'm just going to ruffle it up a little bit so it kind of gives that messed up look, but yeah. Okay, I hope that was helpful in some way, and I'll see you soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.